If I want to do my part to save them, then I have to go to Africa. Without you.
I understand.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most heartbreaking Disney show breakups. We'll be getting into spoilers for various Disney Channel shows, so consider this your warning.
Stay amazing, okay?
Number 20, Robbie and Wendy, Gravity Falls.
Look, Robbie.
Wendy hasn't had the best luck when it's come to relationships, and her romance with Robbie is no different. In Boys Crazy, it's at its lowest point. That's because she learns that a song Robbie wrote for her was actually stolen from another band. Not only that, the song was secretly mind-controlling her. That's right, he mind-controls his girlfriend. It's wild. Unsurprisingly, Wendy eventually dumps him. It's a rough breakup because not only was the song dangerous, it was also someone else's, making Robbie a liar. Though Wendy's justified for calling it quits, she's pretty heartbroken afterwards.
So we're all good, right?
No, we're not all good. I don't care about the messages. You said you wrote that song for me and I actually thought it was sweet, you big liar.
She even lashes out at Dipper when he immediately tries exploiting the situation to get to spend more time with her. Yeah, read the room, Dipper. Not cool. Number 19, Ren and Bobby, Even Stevens. There's a saying that candles which burn twice as bright also burn half as long, and that same idea can apply to romances.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just expecting Bobby.
I know. That's why I'm here. He called me and asked me to tell you that he had to cancel. He had some work to finish up with his lab partner or something.
Oh, I wonder why I didn't just call.
Ren cared about her boyfriend Bobby, but things broke down in the episode's sibling rivalry. When Ren and her brother Louis bicker endlessly, the two are motivated to go on a TV program to squash their beef. However, the game show's unethical rules require them to humiliate each other. To make a long story short, Louis gains video evidence of Bobby with another girl. Ren eventually confronts him and they split, but the damage is done.
I think there's something you should say.
What's this?
Getting cheated on is brutal, and if Louis hadn't changed his mind, her pain would have been broadcast as part of the game show's insensitive shenanigans. Ouch. Number 18, Olive and Fletcher, Ant Farm. Everybody knew that Fletcher was head over heels in love with the character China Parks, so him dating her friend Olive instead was surprising.
They're holding hands, we are holding hands. And they're dolls and you're a doll.
He's nauseous and I'm nauseous.
They were actually a cool couple, but their relationship didn't last forever. In the New York experience, Fletcher gets a lucrative educational opportunity to pursue art. But since it's in New York, that complicates things. Olive brutally breaks up with him on the spot, and Fletcher is caught off guard.
Well, I hope you're not doing this for me, because I was just about to break up with you.
What?
What?
Yes! Look, it's not me, it's you. I don't really know why I was even dating you in the first place. If you were to move to New York, I would not miss you at all.
It's later revealed, though, that she did it so Fletcher wouldn't give up the art opportunity. Olive had understandable intentions, but it didn't make the breakup any less sad. Plus, this happened in the series finale, which made things go from sad to downright depressing. They seriously couldn't give long distance a shot? Number 17, Jackie and Marco, Star versus the Forces of Evil.
Look, I get it. Earth and Muni are totally different. It must be hard to readjust.
No, Jackie, you don't get it. This isn't about me. This is about them not being able to accept what this means.
Though many fans knew that Star and Marco were the endgame, it was still nice to see Marco's relationship with Jackie take form. They were great together, and the pair seemed all set for happiness until their relationship hit a setback. Jackie knew that ultimately Marco still missed Muni, a magical world he spent some time living on. Jackie decides to call the relationship off, and while it's a mature and respectful split, we can tell that Marco is deeply affected by it. Jackie was his first major love, and someone he had feelings for since they were kids. So as you could imagine, losing her would hurt. Long-distance relationships are tricky as is, but an interplanetary romance is next to impossible to pull off.
I want to make this work. You're my best friend, Jackie.
Oh, Marco. We both know that's not true.
Number 16, Lucas and Maya, Girl Meets World, Love triangles are all the rage apparently, and when it comes to Girl Meets World, there was a big one revolving around Riley, Lucas, and Maya. The show built up Lucas and Riley as the big potential couple, but eventually Lucas and Maya had something going on.
So all she did was stay up and talk to some guy.
Would you stop saying that?
Why? Why does it bother you that she talked to someone?
While they had chemistry and feelings for each other, Maya realized her feelings weren't of romance. Instead, they were of friendship. This led to her breaking up with Lucas and urging him to pursue a relationship with Riley. They still remained good friends afterwards, but many fans who liked this pairing felt thrown off by the breakup.
This triangle needs to be put out of its misery, and there's only one way to do it.
How?
Well, we all know you chose somebody. We all know it's the right choice, and we know it's the only choice that you could possibly make.
We do?
Sure we do. Because we know you like both of us. But we also know there's only one of us that makes your little cowboy heart go clippity-clop.
In fact, this particular situation is really interesting because you could argue that fans were more devastated than the characters themselves. Number 15, Jessie and Brooks. Jessie. Weddings have happened lots of times on Disney Channel, but not all weddings have gone down smoothly. If you want one example of an epic wedding train wreck, look no further than Jessie's. She was supposed to marry Brooks, but he was eventually going to have to leave for Africa because of work.
And to get the job, I have to be in Africa in 2 days.
2 days?
Isn't this exciting?
It's definitely something that we need to talk about in the kitchen.
Jessie couldn't handle the idea of leaving the kid she nannies for behind, and that became a major fork in the road. Ultimately, the couple wanted different things, and the marriage broke down. What makes things worse is that their breakup happened on their actual wedding day, which is supposed to be the happiest day of their lives. This isn't simply devastating. There is a chance this experience was legitimately traumatizing.
I don't.
What?
Did she just say, I don't?
I think so, but then again, I am not very good with contractions. Brooks, I'm so sorry. I just can't.
Number 14, Miley and Jake, Hannah Montana.
What's going on?
Jake cheated on you.
What?
My drummer sent me this 2 days ago.
Jake Ryan was set up to be a pretty big deal on Hannah Montana. Not only was he in a serious relationship with Miley, but he was even considered to be the one. That's right, this show did a whole double-length special basically telling you that he was Miley's soulmate. But guess what happened? He ended up cheating on her. Yeah, that's a screw-up of epic proportions. Not surprisingly, Miley dumped him afterwards once she found out that he was a no-good cheater. Jake's reckless decision was a pretty epic blunder on his part, and he exited the show looking like a fool. Miley originally chose him over Jessie, but we bet she regretted that decision.
I know. You love me, you're sorry, and you want another chance.
But I'm not gonna get another one, am I?
Number 13, Jake and Rose, American Dragon Jake Long. Dragon slayers and dragons are bitter rivals, but Jake Long and Rose Thorne fell in love anyways.
Oh, hey Rose.
Hey yourself. Happy homecoming.
So, how's it going? I mean, I haven't seen you in a while.
We saw each other last week when we stopped the huntsman from—
That was Hunt's girl. I haven't seen you.
However, a lot kept them apart. In Homecoming, the leader of Rose's hunting clan, the Huntsman, plans to use Aztec wish-granting skulls in order to destroy all magical creatures. Rose stops him and wishes for the clan to be destroyed. Unfortunately, this means she'd also get destroyed. To save her, Jake wishes that she never became a hunter. Though she's still taken, we learn that Jake's wish worked. However, it wipes her memories and she forgets him, essentially ending their relationship.
I wish Rose was never taken by the Hunt clan!
This wasn't their first breakup, but it's the one that arguably hit the hardest. Jake made a difficult decision that paid off, yet still cost him dearly. Number 12, PJ and Skyler, Good Luck Charlie.
See?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Skyler was treated pretty poorly early on in this show. Her boyfriend Spencer was actually a cheater, which led to her, and Spencer's other girlfriend Teddy Duncan, getting heartbroken. Thankfully though, she and Teddy became friends, and Skyler later found love again when she started dating Teddy's brother PJ. The quirky goofballs were an instantly iconic couple who gelled insanely well together.
Dear PJ, I have something to tell you, so I'm writing this note. But since you're not a big reader, I taped it for you instead. There's a boombox on the bench. Hit play.
But when Skyler had to leave for New York, she broke up with PJ. The breakup was actually played for laughs, but while it definitely had some humorous moments, it was clearly a brutal experience for poor PJ.
I've got some really bad news. My dad has been transferred to New York City, which means I'm moving there. I wanted to tell you, but it made me so sad to say goodbye, I just couldn't. I'll miss you forever. Oh, by the way, this is Skyler. Now press play again.
Hey Disney Channel, why don't you show the man some respect while he's grieving and not make him a punchline? You're on thin ice now. Number 11. Justin Russo and Juliet Van Heusen, Wizards of Waverly Place.
Look, it's pretty obvious I'm not gonna make it. Let's just be together while we can.
Justin Russo has had it rough when it comes to romance. Sure, he eventually settled down and started a family in Wizards beyond Waverly Place, but back in the OG days, he was fumbling his way through his love life. He was infatuated with his vampire girlfriend Juliet, but vampire romances don't always do so well. He also dated an angel named Rosie, which sadly didn't pan out either.
Justin, I'm so sorry for everything that's happened. I pretended to fall in love with you to carry out Gorog's plan, but along the way, you touched my heart, and you made that love real.
You love me?
Anyways, when Juliet and Justin got trapped in a museum, the only way out before morning time was for Juliet to get taken by the evil mummy Justin was hunting. Yeah, this show got wild. Justin was crushed when he lost her, and though they found each other again later, things were never quite the same.
Number 10. Andi Mack and Jonah Beck. Andi Mack. For a long time, it seemed that these two would never like each other at the same time. So when they finally did get together, all Jandy shippers rejoiced.
You said this was a girlfriendy, boyfriendy thing. Do you still think that?
Yes.
Unfortunately, that joy was short-lived because Jonah left for 2 weeks of Frisbee camp. And when he returned, things were just not the same. Though their romantic relationship had felt like the be-all and end-all to both, they realized that they were better off as friends.
Jonah, I like you so much. But I just want to be friends.
Actually, we might have to classify this one as an unbreakup. The scene is emblematic of the confusing feelings that come with being a teenager, and though ultimately they were better than ever, this one still makes us sad. We were rooting for those two crazy kids.
But you don't want to break up with me, and I don't want to break up with you.
Is that allowed?
I don't know. I think we just did it.
Number 9. Zach Martin and Maya Elizabeth Bennett, The Sweet Life on Deck. Zach had a reputation for being a ladies' man, but when Maya came aboard, he gave her all of his attention, feeling that she could be the real deal.
You're a great girl, Maya, and you deserve the best.
Which is exactly what I have.
It took him a while to gain her trust, but Zach amazed everyone with how good a boyfriend he was. Unfortunately, Zach got his heart broken when Maya joined the Peace Corps after graduation. Zach was dedicated to making long-distance work, but Maya wasn't too into the idea.
Then we'll just have to call each other.
Cell phone service in Africa can be a little spotty.
Then we'll write.
Though she tried to be as gentle as possible, Zach, usually the cool twin, was still heartbroken. It was hard to see him so hurt.
I can't believe I wasted the best 3 months of my life on you.
No, baby, don't say that.
I'm not your baby anymore.
I'm so sorry.
Number 8. Lizzie McGuire and Ronnie. Lizzie McGuire. Lizzie's paperboy Ronnie was her first boyfriend, and he broke her heart. Lizzie was totally smitten with this guy.
Do you consider us boyfriend and girlfriend?
I don't know. Do you?
I asked you first.
So much so that she effectively isolated her friends with just how disgustingly annoying they were together. And just as quickly as it started, Ronnie ended it brutally. He broke up with her for another girl that went to his school because she was, quote, right there and everything. What a tool.
It turns out that there's this girl at my school who likes me. She's right there and everything.
We've seen Lizzie through some tough times, but this one was a real blow. Watching her cry her eyes out over that loser was heartbreaking. Thankfully, her friends were still there to pick up the pieces.
We can still be friends, can't we? Lizzie! I'm really sorry.
Number 7. Chad Dylan Cooper and Sunny Monroe, Sunny with a Chance. A healthy dose of friendly competition has always been a huge part of the Channy relationship. But things escalate to a whole other level when both of their TV shows are up for a Tween Choice Award.
Sonny, this is your very first red carpet. 6th consecutive battle between So Random and Mackenzie Falls, but our first one between boyfriend and girlfriend.
Both casts get a little insane about the whole thing, but Chad in particular becomes very obnoxious in his confidence that he'll win. After apparently losing, Chad can't take it and demands a recount. It turns out his show won after all, but it makes Sunny realize that he'll always put himself above everything and everyone else.
You know, some silly award shouldn't get between us.
I totally agree. That's why I ordered a recount of the votes for Best Tween Show.
You did what now?
I ordered a recount. Oh, great news. So Random lost.
She can't be with someone who has that little respect for her and breaks up with him. Well, at least Chad has his award to keep him company.
Sorry, are you breaking up with me? Because I thought I was helping.
That's the worst part about it. Goodbye, Chad.
Number 6. Cody Martin and Bailey Pickett, The Sweet Life on Deck. This is a bit of a weird one because the catalyst for Cody and Bailey ending their relationship was a huge, ridiculous misunderstanding. Cody was so nervous about making his anniversary with Bailey perfect that he recruited London's help. But Bailey misread the situation and thought Cody was cheating.
Your eyes shine brighter than all the stars in the sky.
Then, when Cody saw another guy hugging an upset Bailey, he assumed that she was cheating.
What? I can't believe it. She's with some other guy.
The whole mixed up situation culminated in a huge argument on top of the Eiffel Tower. The way they attacked each other was brutal, and it's so disappointing that after a year together, they were quick to assume the worst about each other.
Then it's over.
Fine.
Number 5. Liv Rooney and Holden Dippeldorf, Liv and Maddie. What makes this one so devastating is that they both still really cared about each other. Holden just couldn't deal with always coming second to Maddie in Liv's life.
What about my feelings?
I care about your feelings. It's just Maddie's my sister.
He was dedicated to her, but for her, Maddie always came first. It was a tricky situation that they ultimately couldn't resolve.
I can't do this. We need to break up.
Mind you, also worth a mention is Maddie's devastating breakup with Diggy. Right after returning from a semester away, he signed up for another without even mentioning it to her. And when she tried to have an honest talk with him about it, he acted like her feelings didn't matter.
Okay. See you around, Ronnie.
Number 4. Alex Russo and Mason Graybeck, Wizards of Waverly Place. When Alex is up for the Wizard of the Year award, her boyfriend should be supportive, right? Well, Mason was too busy brooding about a fake story that Alex was dating another guy. He dealt with his feelings by attacking the other guy and completely ruining Alex's award ceremony. Alex broke up with him on the spot.
I think we need a break.
We're sad for Alex, but arguably that was a good call. In Transylvania, Mason attacked Justin and Juliet, costing her vampire powers, and leading to more broken hearts. Not saying that this is all Mason's fault, but he is the common denominator in both incidents.
Juliet. I'll never forget you.
Number 3. Teddy Duncan and Spencer Walsh, Good Luck Charlie. When Teddy found out Spencer was cheating and she teamed up with the other girl to humiliate him, we were all saying good riddance along with them. But when they got back together, Spencer was a totally different guy, and we were all learning to trust him again.
It's gonna be okay, sweetie. We can do this.
Yeah, of course we can.
Which only made it hurt more when Spencer got accepted to a performing arts school, and it was an opportunity he just couldn't pass up.
I just can't spend all my time missing you. I'm gonna drive myself crazy.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
They decided that long distance wouldn't work, and broke up in order to remain friends. Though it was a very mature decision, it still hurt the both of them, making the scene difficult to watch. Hurting too much to say goodbye to each other, instead they said hello.
Hello, Teddy.
Hello, Spencer.
Number 2. Allie Dawson and Austin Moon's second breakup. Austin and Allie. Being relationship partners and music partners proved to be too much for this couple.
I can't wait to walk down the red carpet together. Should we hold hands? Link arms? Should I be on your left or your right?
Be on my left. That's my good side.
As their careers reached an all-time high, their relationship hit an all-time low. Austin's people didn't think he should have a girlfriend for his image, and Allie didn't want to be kept a secret.
So, I have to choose between Allie and my career.
She decided they should end things and remain friends, rather than they both be unhappy. Since their careers were taking them in different directions anyway, they recognized that the timing just wasn't right for them. Though it may have been the right decision for the time, you can't help but get teary-eyed at hearing Austin say he doesn't want to lose her again.
I don't want to lose you again.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Raven Baxter and Devon Carter. That's So Raven. Raven and Devon took a while to get somewhere really good, but Devon truly understood Raven, and not only accepted all her crazy, but loved her because of it. So it wasn't only heartbreaking, but genuinely infuriating when he moved away.
Chandra lives in Seattle, and Devon and his whole family are gonna move there.
Raven had to find out on her own that Devon's dad was getting remarried and moving the whole family away. Devon acted shady during his last few days, driving Raven crazy, and didn't tell her the truth until she confronted him at the wedding dressed as the bride.
Will I ever see you again?
I hope so.
They had a few nice moments before he left, but Raven was completely destroyed. Are there any soul-shattering Disney breakups we missed? Share the sadness down in the comments.